Ava asks Lucas to move out. Jack assigns Joss to get close to Lucas. And Alexis fires Felicia to investigate Portia. Read the last GH recap. Anna was abducted. Sunny tried to protect Justine, and Sam's family remembered her on Halloween. At her place, Ava complains to Lucas about his loud phone conversation about urine. They need to have a serious talk about him moving out. She says he can stay until he finds a place. He admits Marco wants to move in together, but it feels too soon. He tells her about almost getting back with Brad, then getting drunk, and meeting Marco. He traded up, but there was no time between the men. It feels like a rebound. Ava says it's clear he has deep feelings for him, and he should let bad timing ruin a good thing. Ava reminds him there are no guarantees in life. In Jack's office, he tells Joss and Vaughn about Sidwell's operation continuing phasons. They need to get at him through Marco. Given that Lucas is Marco's boyfriend, Joss has a way in. Vaughn reminds them Colette has likely tipped off Sidwell about her. Jack is sure she can get close to Marco without involving Sidwell. Joss wonders if all her assignments will involve betraying her family. She complains but agrees to do it and walks out. Vaughn thinks this is too dangerous for Joss. Jack disagrees and accuses him of underestimating her. They need to shut Sidwell down. He's sure that whatever Phason's plan was, it's worse than they suspect. Anna calls and says something has happened. At Windermere, Sidwell introduces Jordan to his new butler, Pascal. They sit around and discuss the piers. Jordan suggests looking for a different location, but Sidwell won't. The piers are the best legal way to rid the city of Sunny. When Pascal brings coffee, he and Jordan chat in French about it as she welcomes him to town. When they are alone, Sidwell and his son discuss the use of moving Pascal to Port Charles. Sidwell has a job for him. His son tells him he'd like to move Lucas in. Sidwell reminds him they are involved in a criminal enterprise and one that threatens Lucas's family. If he wants to protect Lucas, he should keep him far away. Pascal eavesdrops as they debate having Lucas there. Marco is sure Lucas wants to take the next step but is being cautious. He's sure that having him there could be really great. He's falling in love with him. Later, Sidwell asks Pascal to open up a tower for Lucas. Pascal worries that may not be wise. Sidwell wants his son happy but asks him to keep an eye on Lucas. If he learns something he shouldn't, he will have to be dealt with. Joss stops by Ava's to see her uncle. She asks how he can live with Ava. Her uncle says she and Ava are a lot alike. He explains they both take leaps and speak their minds. He thinks he should be more like that too. Marco suddenly shows up and tells Lucas they should live together. Britt stops by Portia's office at GH and tries to butter her up. She asks for a favor. She needs her to sponsor her bid to be reaccredited. Portia points out she committed fraud. Britt claims she was in a fugue state and hasn't been charged. Her symptoms are under control and she wants to practice medicine while she's still healthy. Portia wants proof she's committed to stay. If she's still there in 6 months, they can talk. Britt points out she'll be on maternity leave at that point. Portia wonders how she knows. It's Britt's job. Portia wants this kept private. Britt will stay quiet if she sponsors her. The chief of staff agrees, but reminds her that her power won't last and she can still sink her. Alexis calls Felicia over to her place. She needs a PI to find out where Portia was when Drew was shot. They ponder what they know about it already. Felicia will start digging and let her know what she finds. They talk about Nathan's return and there being no change with Maxie. Ronnie stops by the Quartermain house at Tracy's request. She asks her to cut to the chase, choking on her words. Tracy reminds her she tried to hoodwink the family, but she's grateful she admitted it and is sorry if she upset her. Ronnie doesn't accept the apology, but will tell the family she did so they can move back in. She knows she made a terrible mistake, but the rest of the family saw past that and welcomed her. She's taken responsibility. Tracy insists she's done nothing wrong. She has only been defending her family. Ronnie accuses her of judging her since they met. She came to say goodbye to Monica, and Tracy pushed her into revenge. She'll accept a proper apology. Otherwise, she can put a sock in it. Tracy is startled by these words. Monica used to say that to her. Ronnie explains they always said that as kids. Taking a deep breath, Tracy apologizes for judging her without getting to know her and doubting her love for her sister. Please forgive me, she asks. The Quartermains file into Bobby's for breakfast. Gio serves them, and they tell him how they all moved out. They talk about how Ronnie is a good lady who was manipulated by a shyster. They appreciate her standing up to Tracy and moved out to support her. Gio tells them not to sign any leases. Tracy might surprise them. Ronnie enters and announces she's returning to Durham. They tell her how much they care about her. Ronnie explains that Tracy really apologized to her. The Quartermains return to the family house and tell Tracy they were wrong. They should have supported her in her fight for the family. Ned says they would like to come back. She welcomes them home. They hug her. Back at Bobby's, Ronnie says her goodbye to Gio. They talk about how Tracy would do anything for her family. This discusses how hard apologies are, but they work out in the end. Ronnie came to find a sister she lost, but she found a family. She hopes Gio lets her consider him family and urges him to talk to his parents one day.